Beautiful sunny day for the Lewis spring cleanup today. Starting in the front right area by their driveway. All of this was weeded, even like by the road, getting between the ivy with the leaves, all the leaves that were coming out from under. And we did learn that this is the extent of their property. All of these plants and trees are technically the neighbors, even the butterfly bush and that large tree. So not our domain, but if we can tidy up whatever's kind of leaning over. In the center here, this was thoroughly fluffed, weeded, raked, everything pruned back, all the dead from the winter snipped off, the columbine popping off, so many different plants ready for growth. This other side too, really clarifying the space. You can see the peonies popping up, lots of tiny weeds all around here. Probably wildflowers like this cluster that we're going to let develop because there's not much going on in here, so you might as well have a little something till the grasses pop back up. Cutting back the dead and then cleaning. We were told that she's going to just weed kill, so we don't need to do this. This will be cleaned with Roundup later date. But we did weed all the way up until here, until she came out and told us that she's going to use Roundup. Just another view of this beautiful bed. All the leaves removed, even in and around the drain, around under here. And throughout here. Wow, so green all of a sudden. Yep, nice and tidy. We like these couple of plants that spill over. We think those are okay. So that's for the front garden. We did weed this pathway because I felt like this would be a little tight if you already used the Roundup. It's just a little bit close to the plants. So that's all nice and tidied. We used the yard waste bin today, that's full. And back here, thoroughly blown out with a leaf blower and all the debris picked up as well beforehand. Fluffed, weeded, raked, picked up leaves all along underneath. Really aerating that soil. This is the one problem boxwood, so cut it back quite far. There's still some green underneath, and hopefully that'll make a comeback. If not, we can replace it at some point, but so that we have a nice, row. Otherwise, we're keeping the boxwoods natural. They are just meant to grow on their own. We're not trying to shape them or topiary or anything like that. But just lots of grass starting to grow in here, so we took a lot of time and weeded that out. It's going to be peonies popping up right there. You can't quite tell yet. And then this beautiful pathway. These tall laurels are doing great. We got in around here as well, picking up leaves and debris, fluffing that soil, keeping the drain clear, fluffing soil, weeding all throughout. So clean. Trying to floof up the Jenny. It seems a little bit weak on this side. Not sure if it's from the shade or the level of soil right there, but we'll see how the Jenny comes back. Just another view of everything. Cleaned, raked, fluffed. Right until about here is where we sort of ran out of time today with our limited team. Oh, look at those nice Helleborus. They're so pink. So if we could get all of these leaves picked up and then probably trimming back this ground cover. Over here we did some weeding, that was pretty important, but we could do a deeper rake for debris and fluffing of soil and maintaining this area and whatnot, and really zhuzhing out the vinca so that it spreads. We didn't really touch this back area today, but we did get our hands into this bed, starting to pick up more debris and leaves and weeding throughout and fluffing the soil. On this left bed as well, this was fluffed and weeded and raked through. So this one we have next time, and the back end. Picked up a lot of pine needles all throughout here. Fluffed all of this, weeded, raked. Very excited with how this is looking right now with all the different colors. And we removed the dead Daphne, which we could replace with another Daphne, or we could do a forsythia, as was mentioned today. She's a fan of that kind of pop of color in that plant, but has yet to have one in here, so could be an idea, something colorful. But just an idea. And we're also seeing some really good growth on the hedge, so this will be nice to maintain this year without having any burn marks, just by using the hand shears. And of course raking out the chat, kind of getting rid of the pine needles. And that was our spring cleanup for today. Thanks.